after 107 days of straight boondocking, we're headed to full hookups. I cannot wait.
We're Kaylin and Joseph, full-time RVers who travel on our fifth wheel with our rescue pup Trinity and rabbit Ollie. 3 months ago, we embarked on a boondocking challenge to see how long we could make it off-grid. So voluntarily plugging into sewer, water, and 50 amp power feels a little like cheating. Even with all the comforts of a full hookup site, we're a little off our game thanks to a change in our breakfast routine.
I think it's because you didn't have your smoothie this morning.
My smoothie, I'm off my game. And not planning for such a remote spot.
And that's pretty much town.
That's the town. If you blink, you miss it.
But being away from the crowds lets us explore a quiet corner of Guadalupe Mountains National Park that almost no one ever visits. But before we get there, we've got a travel day across West Texas, where we'll finally talk about the towing technology on our rig that's made a bigger difference than we expected, and why we kept it over the popular Gen Y Hitch that we originally planned on. This video is brought to you by eTrailer.
We're gonna try something a little different this morning because we have been working so hard with Trinity here to walk off leash. We've been doing it hard with the treats. We've got to let up on that a little bit. But for some reason, this boondocking spot, she has been loving and she has been listening. So let's see if we can get her in the truck while not running away. Come here, Trin, come. Oh, can you not get through? Okay, there you go. Okay, I didn't say come out, but yeah, we're off to a good start. Trinity, come. Yes, good girl, yes, sit. Sit, sit, okay. Truck, yes. Oh, I'm so proud of you. You did such a good job, good girl. Now time will tell if that continues on at the next location, but we're gonna keep trying.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You goober.
Please don't go to the bathroom while your litter box is being changed.
I think we should explain something, because this is something that we just do second nature and we did not expect it to be a thing. But the very whoa, I put a lot of litter in here. The very first time we showed Ollie, we got questions. So let me answer the burning question that is probably on 10 of your minds. And that burning question is, why do we put Ollie's hay in his litter box? I like how one person worded it. They're like,
that's like sticking your dinner plate on a toilet.
But here's the thing. Rabbits like to poop while they graze. So it's actually one of the tricks you use to help a rabbit get litter trained is put their hay either in or above their litter box. And that way they eat it, they poop, it's all in the litter box and it's not all over your house.
You realize you put his litter box in there, right? And we have to take it out to the truck.
That's your job. My job was to change the litter box.
Okay.
Your job was to get the bunny, and I heard you worried that he was gonna pee out there, so I was just trying to get it down to him as quick as possible.
No more printer hopping for you.
Do you know if the park we're going to has trash?
Hope so.
Because we have not one, not two, but 3, 4, 5 trash bags.
You can tell that since our last video, we have not gone to town. In fact, we have added things.
Boom, boom, steps
Thank
done.
you.
Door closed.
I like it. Trying to do it all in one trip.
Good luck.
Drinks, backpack, camera gear. Because multiple trips are for wussies.
I'm impressed you got the door handle.
Oh.
Alrighty, that's for the
Stairs.
awning. Not awning. Railing. That's the word I was looking for. It's like we haven't done this in a while.
When you get old, you start missing up the nouns.
Remember pulling in this bush?
Oh, I remember. Just don't take half of it with you.
In case any of you are planning on ripping off this design and doing it yourself, just so you know, patent pending.
That means they don't have a patent yet.
No, it's pending. I don't know why I find it hilarious that a sticker like that is on here, like I as the end user care that is patent pending.
Because they're worried.
I'm sure there's some legal reason it needs to be there, but it's kind of funny. Can I take it off? Oh, I can take off the patent pending sticker.
Well, now it's not patent pending anymore.
Now I'm patent pending.
Oh, there's only one?
My name...
OG Joe.
My name is Joe, but it's patent pending now.
So if you look at YouTube, you're gonna see a lot of buzz about the Gen Y Gooseneck hitch.
Yeah,
everyone wants it.
Everyone wants it. It's been going on for 2 years, and we actually considered getting it
We
on
wanted
our
it
old
too.
rig.
We were one of those people, and the problem with our old rig is that we had to have one custom built. Like, it was gonna be just a insane thing to try.
There goes the lube plate. But we were gonna get one custom built, but the whole concept was we were gonna get one for the old rig and then transfer it to the new rig when we bought a new rig. And since we were gonna have to have it custom built, it wasn't gonna fit on this rig. It was a whole thing.
So we decided to wait for the new rig, and then we're like, that's when we're gonna get our Gen Y hitch. That's when we're gonna join the cool people.
And then we pulled out of the parking lot, drove this to its temporary home in Nebraska.
And 6 months later,
we still have this hitch. And this lube plate works really well. The only problem is my fifth wheel in the truck has a bunch of pock marks on it. And so this lube plate ends up like rubbing back and forth. So I have to like just kind of get it just right to stick up there when we hitch up. But once we hitch up, it's all good. It might fall again. We'll see. We'll see if I get get the truck in time. All right, we're gonna auto hitch here. It's been 2 weeks. Hopefully it works. Oh, I hit the power button, not the enter button. It's been 2 weeks.
You turned it off?
Yeah. I hit auto hitch and then power. Enter. The whole point of switching to the Gen Y hitch was not just for the smooth ride, but it was to take pressure off the frame. Because if you've seen the Gen Y hitch, it has the offset pieces of metal there with the rubber between, and that's taking the bounce off and hopefully helping you avoid things like frame flex, helping you avoid frame flex and damage to your rig. And then we realized this does that same thing.
We need to make sure it looks nice while we hitch up. So get all of our trash out there. Ooh, you're gonna make it.
I need to go up a little bit.
It's just skimming the top. Okay, now you're way too high. Did you not even see that? You're like so high.
Oh, I'm way over it.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Woo! That was a lot. I feel like we're rookies at this. There we go. There we go. With the Curt pin box, I realize I think we keep screwing this up, the hitch, pin box, and we're using them interchangeably. You still have to have an actual fifth wheel hitch, whereas the Gen Y, you don't. You just have that gooseneck ball connection, which a lot of people really like because it does give you extra truck bed space. But when it comes to what we think is the most important thing, is a smooth ride, this one delivers.
Plus, if you have a fifth wheel in the back of your truck, it's that automatic get out of helping a friend move a piano for free card because, oh, sorry, we can't put the piano in the truck. We've got a big old hitch in there and I can't take it out.
Except you can actually take it out.
Shh, don't tell them that.
Now we gotta put the trash back. We probably should just edit all those trash bags out because y'all are gonna judge us for making more trash while boondocking because we're using paper products so we don't have to waste water. It happens. Plus, we've got the bunny litter box. We do some projects, and you see how I'm justifying this so you don't come at me. Trinity, we got your poop bags in there too, right?
Did I forget part of our travel protocol?
No, I was just gonna head start while you're getting the rest of the stuff ready.
I do need to replace that wiper.
This one?
Yeah, it's in rough shape.
What do you mean it's in rough shape? That's everything, right?
It's everything. I'm trying to figure out our best plan out of here. I think that's gonna be too sharp of a turn to make, so we're gonna turn back up to where you're at and then go out the way we came in, I think.
You've got room to start backing up. Push your butt to the right.
You should start pushing right now. Okay, that should be good. We should be able to get out from here.
Perfect.
We got some really big bumps we gotta get through here, and then it's pretty much smooth sailing after that. But we should be able to see what that hitch is doing back there as we go through this stuff.
See if the shock is working, the springs. Pin box.
Pin box, why do I keep saying hitch? It's a pin box.
Major pothole coming right up.
If I remember right, we stayed to the left and kind of straddled it last time. We through?
I think we made it. Do you feel that? It feels like you're pulling nothing
really
back
does.
there. I think that's what shocked me the most because I drove just a little bit when we left the dealership down the road to our friend's 4 Rose, Nebraska farm. And I was like, this is like pulling nothing.
And you were shocked because you thought with the heavier rig and the longer rig that you were going to be feeling it a lot more than we did the old one.
And it was much less than the Jayco.
It was a complete difference. Here's why we decided to stay with this pin box as opposed to switch to the Gen Y. First of all, it was going to be a lot of work. I was able to completely justify that work with the old pin box because that pin box, everything was riding really hard, and I just needed something that was going to ride smoother. But since this one was working, I didn't feel like it was worth the extra effort. Second, I am a little concerned with gooseneck stability. I've done so much research on this. You're gonna find people that swear by goosenecks. You're gonna find people that swear by fifth wheels. I think the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. But one of the drawbacks of a gooseneck, or maybe I should say potential drawbacks of a gooseneck, is that when you're in high wind situations, you don't have as much of a fat connection to the back of the truck. It's all coming down just on that singular point. And so some people say that you have a little less stability with wind and things like that. So since we had the smooth ride again, I was like, you know what? I don't think I need to switch to something that may or may not be a little less stable. The third reason is the cost. If you've already got a fifth wheel hitch in the back of your truck, switching to a gooseneck means you have to buy the gooseneck, you have to buy the ball, you have to put all that in. We already had the fifth wheel hitch in the back of the truck, so getting the gooseneck just didn't make sense when this pin box has worked as well as it has. And the reason we haven't told you all about it up until now is because we really did want to test it out. We wanted to have more than just that first impression of driving to Nebraska. But now that we've driven it, I think almost like, I don't know, 10,000 miles over the past 6 months, we are really, really impressed. So we're gonna throw a QR code up here in the corner, one of the corners of the screen. That's gonna take you to eTrailer. eTrailer is where we go for all our RV and truck accessories. And they have both the Gen Y and the Helix. So you can kind of check them out. Make up your mind for yourself which one you like better. But if you are having a rough ride, you really should look into upgrading your pin box because it will make a world of difference. Take it from somebody who drove with a really bad, really old, really solid, just hunk of metal pin box for over 6 years.
Hello, I-25. We're gonna be seeing this one for a while.
I just would like to point out that I see some spots on the windshield. Every time I'm driving and you're over there, you're quick to point out the spots. I see spots, I see streaks. Just saying.
Why are you messing with my jaw?
Saying.
To be honest, I was getting a little impatient that the bug guts weren't coming up super easy. So we're wrapping up in New Mexico. We are only stayed here at one spot. That was outside Elephant Butte where we just were. We have other stuff that we've done in New Mexico too, so we'll link those videos below, especially like the White Sands one. We have the Brown Bag Deli in Alamogordo that we keep dreaming about. But we are going to head into Texas, the state of Trinity's birth.
Well, we think.
We think. I don't know.
The state of her adoption.
She could have come from Mexico. That's very probable. But the state of her adoption, so that's gonna be fun because it'll be the first time that she is back since we adopted her. And we are heading all the way to the Guadalupe Mountains. We have been there before, but we haven't been to a specific site of them. And that's one of the things we like is when we go back to a national park that we've been to before, we get to hit different stuff. Trinity, you wanna go to Texas? You wanna go back to Texas? Yeah, it's not outside yet. This is New Mexico.
Looks very much the same though.
What on earth?
I don't know if that just came up.
That's not good at all. Drink more milk, eat more ice cream, thank a farmer. I just got to thinking, we don't have to do a dump station today.
That is like the #1 win today.
Yes.
Is travel day is just drive. We did stop at Walmart and then get to the spot.
But it takes like an hour.
Yeah, it's an extra hour.
If you're adding in the dump station to the day, which is why we try to limit our mileage to like 300, 350 or less.
We're just gonna get there, hook up, pull the valve.
We would definitely get there
set.
before dark.
Why'd you have to say that? We'll definitely get there before dark.
Well, barring traffic or
flat tires
crash.
or crashes or traffic jams, all of which would not have happened until Kaylin's over there. Oh, no doubt we'll get there before dark.
I can't even understand what you're saying. Cows! Look at all the cows!
Did you see them? Did you see them? Look at the cows. Look at all of them. You looking for more cows? I don't think there's any more.
Just saw a sign, this is a safety corridor. So apparently everywhere else in New Mexico, you can drive as recklessly as you like, but here, drive safe. It's a safety corridor.
Is that for Texas?
It's Texas.
Oh, they get a whole monument, not just a sign. Welcome to Texas. How's it feel, Trin, to be back in the home state? You loving it? Feel any different? I know your paw's gotta touch the ground first before you give us our final opinion. I think if you look really far off to the right, that's Mexico. I think. Not positive.
We are headed to the Guadalupes.
Anyone in the back?
No.
Just two in the back.
And a dog, yep.
Okay, y'all go with the
Thank you.
Thank you. There's the Guadalupes. I mean, Guadalupes.
We're coming up to Del City. I don't think we're gonna get there today, but I really feel like the word city is pulling a lot of weight in that sentence.
You can't judge before you see it.
Well, there's one gas station. So one gas station for a whole city doesn't seem like quite adequate.
It looks like this is it.
I think this is it.
Mountain View RV Park. It's a lot of rigs here. I did not expect that. Wow.
I hope we have one with our back window to the mountains. That's what I've been hoping for.
That would be amazing because the view is just incredible already. I think he said we could just pick whatever one we wanted.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look what I see. Look what I see.
Oh, dumpster. It's okay. It's okay. Calm
Trinity's
down.
excited too.
Calm down.
It's
no.
the statues.
Oh. Trinity, they're fake. They're fake. Let's try to find a spot. Oh, there's statues all over. Oh, she is gonna go nuts.
I've got a golf cart around, so hopefully he's guiding me somewhere because I don't see a spot. Pull through.
This is our site. All right, he says come through this way.
This should be really easy.
Yeah.
And I see the full hookups. We're good to go.
You got the scenic route.
Yeah. got the tour of the whole place.
Are you gonna remember how to do this?
I am all Twitter painted on order. I should probably get let's see, we put the front down first, get level, and then we'll do the hookup.
Yes, we're just too excited about the hookups that I feel like we would just attach it first.
Do you mind putting those under that jack?
What'd you forget?
Forgot the plug.
You really are Twitter pated.
And the thing is, I normally do that for boondocking. I am just so pumped about getting this thing hooked up to power and water. I'm just missing everything.
You ready?
Absolutely, I'm ready.
All right.
Do you want to do water and I'll do sewer?
Sure.
And then whichever one finishes first can do the
Electric?
Can do the electric. See, we do remember how to do this. I think I can do this with just 3 hoses. We get to test out the Y.
Nice.
We haven't gotten to use this. We picked it up at
You haven't used
Quartzsite.
it yet?
I used it at a dump station, but that doesn't count.
I need a little bit more. Thank you.
There you go. Got that all tight?
Hope so.
I feel like I parked really good for that.
Well, I think I finished first.
Okay, so the electrical is underneath where the water siphon hose thingy. Might be a little bit of a process to get to.
Water siphon hose thingy.
That white pipe that I
Oh,
used to put the
this.
water into the,
I see.
there's a big black cord in there. Okay, it's on the bottom because we haven't used it in 107 days.
It's a long time.
Come on, you can do it. I think you're getting 2 wires, unfortunately.
You okay?
Keep yanking the fat one. There we go.
Okay.
Now this, I screwed up when I did the solar install, because when I put that back in, this should be pointed downward. So I actually need to rewire that at some point. Maybe I'll do that while we're here. And you know what? I'm doing
What are you doing?
I'm doing it backwards.
I feel like we're
No,
newbies again.
I'm doing it backwards. Hang on. You shouldn't attach the RV first, just in case the power is bad. You want this unplugged. It doesn't look like he has a breaker box here, so we're just gonna plug this in. Make sure all the lights are green. They're all green. So now we're good to plug it into the RV, I think. Am I sure? Yes, I'm sure. It's the moment.
Take two.
It's the moment. There we go. Just one last step. Open up the Valterra valves. And then open up the gray water. Gray. We are hooked up. We can take unlimited showers. We can wash dishes without having to, like, you know, turn it on and off all the time.
We can leave the lights on all the time.
Yep.
We can flush our poop all the time.
There is one last thing we did wrong,
What?
and I would have done it wrong too.
What? Oh,
It goes through there.
there's a reason why there's a little hole here. I'm just too excited. That's better. Sewer, check. Water,
Check.
double check. Electricity, check. And now we gotta go dump our trash for another check. I've got Ollie Pop.
You got Ollie Pop? Here, I'll get Starlink out of the way. There you go.
Thank you. All right, Trin. We're not gonna test your off-leash abilities yet. You got all the trash?
I got all the trash.
Okay. Come on, Trin.
Let's go.
Come. How's it feel to have your paws on Texas ground? Are you just loving it? Smells different, doesn't it? So many new smells today.
I think we already got our money's worth.
Trin, let's go face your fear.
Go, Trin.
Come here, Trin. Nothing?
We good now? Do we all agree that your barking was a little excessive for what it was?
She's already done. You want to check out the cat?
Okay, that's it. She's good.
Okay. It was a lot scarier in the car, I
Yep,
guess.
apparently.
Ooh, this bear looks scary. Don't you think he's scary, Trin? Look at that face.
I don't understand how in the car she's freaking out, but like in person, it's the same thing.
You are gonna wanna keep watching because we're gonna give you a tour of this campground. It's just under 2 years old, and we're gonna tell you how much it costs for full hookups with that view. It's pretty crazy.
Meanwhile, we are going to take a long overdue hot shower that we don't shut off the water, don't set a timer, none of that stuff. Just sit and enjoy. Okay, let's go.
Let's get supper.
Supper time.
Something's off this morning.
Really off.
I don't know what it is. We ran out of smoothie makings. So we ran out of almond milk, we ran out of avocados, and there's nothing around here. So we went into Del City yesterday.
Del City.
Del City. There was a grocery store. It was so dumb because you're like, I'm gonna go ask if they have almond milk. And I'm like, we're not in Dallas. Like, they're gonna laugh us out of here. So we're having scrambled eggs and toast. Joseph made homemade bread.
I forgot about toast. The funny thing to me is we did stock up. Like, I bought a mountain of toilet paper because I knew we weren't going to be close to a Walmart, but for some reason I thought we were going to be closer to like a actual grocery store that had options. So if you are coming to this area and stocking up, if you're coming from the west, you're going to want to stop at El Paso.
Yeah.
If you're coming from the northeast, you're going to want to stop at Carlsbad and stock up for as long as you're going to be in the area, because that is a mistake we made. Every day for lunch and whatnot, we're like, what do we eat now? What do we eat now? And there's been a lot of PB&J going on here in the RV.
And if you're thinking, but wait a minute, minute. You just traveled here. It's actually been almost a full week since we picked up the camera because of the wind. The wind has picked up, it's been insane. We haven't been able to do anything but like work inside behind our computers, which I guess was good because we got a lot of stuff done. But today we're very excited because we actually get to go out and explore something.
I don't know how fluffy these are gonna be because we don't have milk in them, but
Yeah.
did our best.
You did your best. First time we made homemade bread about a month or two ago. We had 2 slices off of it, only 2 slices. Walked outside, came back in. This was on the floor, crumbs on the floor, and a very guilty looking dog. Oh my word, they barely fit.
So I feel the need to tell you all that this dog has had many treats, she's had off-leash time, and she's already had breakfast. So don't believe this.
She's acting like she hasn't had anything.
This nonsense here is just to get sympathy from y'all. She is very well fed, very well taken care of, and she's just also a little beggar.
Those look perfect. Trinity, you want a little bit of egg? Okay, sit.
You missed.
You gotta work on your catching skills. Excuse me. Oh my word.
Trinity.
Always has to be right there.
No.
Oh, you had so much food
She
this
knows
morning.
y'all are watching.
She does.
She knows y'all are watching.
Well, and I tempted her by giving her a little bit of egg.
You did.
Too. I just feel totally off my game this morning. I don't know if it's coming through on camera, but like, smoothie sets us up for a good day. This is weird.
We have had smoothies for breakfast
For like 10 years.
almost without fail.
And I mean, sometimes we don't
Like if there's a
have
holiday
ingredients,
brunch,
but
like Christmas we might have a brunch or something. But I would say even then we feel off our
I know.
game. How are the eggs?
really good. Are you guys ready for a campground tour? You will not believe how much we are paying a night.
We haven't told them
for
yet?
this. I don't think we have.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. Last time we filmed was like a week ago. I don't know what I said.
We'll be back, Trin.
This tour is gonna be super short because it's not a super big campground, but that's kind of why I like it. It's not really crowded. Plus, the sites are spacious and they're super duper long and super wide. You could fit a spacecraft back here.
I don't know, but I think you could fit your rig here.
There are 4 sites that I counted back here. And then up front, and these are all pull-throughs by the way, up front are all the back-end sites, and I think there's 12 of them. Now let's go on to the amenities. We've already said about 1,500 times that there's full hookups here, but there's also another very exciting thing. Dumpster! You know why this is so exciting. I mean, most campgrounds have dumpsters, but we just came off 107 days boondocking. We had a ton of trash, not from all 107 days, but it's very hard to find dumpsters when you're boondocking. And so when you actually see one, even though it's in a campground, it's just very exciting. And then they have a laundry room, and it's really nice. So there's 2 washers, 2 dryers, and then a change machine. Now, not every campground that has a laundromat allows you to do change. You have to make sure you have all your quarters before you actually do the laundry, which this is exciting because this is way out here in the middle of nowhere. So where are you going to a bank or a grocery store to go get change? And then the night we took Trinity for a walk when we first got here, you obviously saw all the little statue thingies. There is one thing that I forgot, and that was a row of sites that are better suited for like tents, small class Cs, and camper vans, and that's down this row right here. And if you're coming in one of those and you don't have a toilet or you don't want to use your toilet, I don't know if anyone's in here, but there's a bathroom. Now you do have to keep your dog on a leash while you're walking them around the campground, but there is a spot behind the campground. It's about a mile long, kind of looks like a dirt runway. No planes land on it, thankfully. You can let your dogs run off leash, so Trinity has been having a grand old time back there, which is good because we did not want to kind of regress in her off-leash training by having her on a leash all the time. Are you ready for the price?
You can't beat it.
You can't.
I really don't think you can, not for full hookups.
So here's what we're paying a night to stay a week. $25.
That's it.
$25.
What was it, $175 for the week?
$175 for the week.
He prefers it in cash. If you're not staying for the week, then the nightly rate is $30 a night, which is like
It's still super reasonable.
For full hookups, for a dumpster, for a laundry room, for like an off-leash dog area,
And
for picnic tables.
If you run out of propane, because again, you're out in the middle of nowhere and Del City is still a ways down the road, it's 25 bucks to fill your propane. I don't know if it's a little more if you pay with credit card. We paid with cash, 25 bucks, 30-pound propane tank. He picked it up at the site, dropped it off at the site.
Yeah, and the owner is so nice. He's like cruising around on his golf cart, making sure everyone's good. They stay in a house back here. You can just really tell that they take pride in this campground. And this is new as of in the last 2 years, I think is when he said he bought it, because the last time we were here was probably 2 years ago, and that was over on the other side of the Guadalupe Mountains, and we didn't even know this existed.
And we have buried the lead. You have an incredible view.
That's true. And if I didn't mention the name at all in this video, it's Mountain View RV Park.
I think it's because you didn't have your smoothie
I
this
didn't
morning.
have my smoothie. I'm off my game. All right, wiper blade replacement time. You locked this, didn't you?
I did.
Okay. Oh my
You got it wrong. Man, that smoothie is affecting you.
Adrian. All right, it's your turn.
Okay, it's Joe project time. Let's see if we can get 2 wiper blades installed in under 5 minutes. And we're gonna hit start right now. Handing you the phone.
Oh, I'm responsible for this.
Can we do it? I really thought this was gonna go really smooth because I've done this before. Not with this truck,
Time's
but
a wasting.
yeah, thanks. I gotta get a screwdriver.
A screwdriver? He's under 4 minutes now. 3:44.
Okay.
This isn't looking good.
Oh man, this is really embarrassing, guys. I've replaced so many windshield wipers.
What is the issue?
The issue is I think I haven't replaced this exact style of windshield wiper before. Oh, ha 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 ha.
Under 3 minutes.
When it gets to 2.5, that's when I'm halfway done. Me and my stupid ideas.
Is now a good time to say you just had 2 minutes?
I'm failing.
You still got 1:20.
Yeah, but I'm gonna break the wiper if I'm not careful. So this is one of those wipers that fits on multiple different types, and I've got to figure out exactly how I'm installing it in my type. And I'm just really embarrassed right now because I really thought I was gonna do this in 5 minutes or less.
You want me to just stop this and save you
No,
the embarrassment?
we'll just see how long I go past it. So J-hook, it looks like this stays on because I don't have a pin arm. Okay, there we go.
Okay, it's done.
This is ridiculous. I am so confused because I have the narrow J-hook. This is like, if you look at that, it's a J and it's a hook. And the J-hook, I'm not supposed to take anything apart. I'm supposed to just be able to pull this little tab off, slide this in like that, and then pull this tab back and it will click. I'm not getting a click.
It's like in Peter Pan. No splash!
But look, I can click it without the J-hook
I
there.
hear a click there.
Yeah, but when I put the windshield wiper in, oh, I didn't pull far enough.
It takes a very special person to turn a windshield wiper replacement into a Joe project. I'm just saying.
Of all the Joe projects I have tackled and of all the Joe projects that I've made more complicated than should be, this is the one that I am most embarrassed about. I cut the fuel lines on my last truck. I turned a snap pad project into a 3-video endeavor. Not being able to install my windshield wipers in a matter of 5 minutes or less is super embarrassing. Let's see how quickly I can do this next one. I don't know if this will be redemption or not, but let's show you how fast this project should have been done. I'm just gonna start the stopwatch and we're gonna hit start. We're just gonna take our sweet little time
You
here.
might just be a glutton for punishment. Okay, I guess I should be more encouraging. I believe in you!
We're gonna pull this back. This little thing that says open, we're actually gonna read it and open it. Push it, clip it, pull this off.
Okay, what should have it been? So you could have done it in 5 minutes.
I should have been able to do it in 2 or 3. That was embarrassing. Oh my word. But new windshield wiper blades. I wasn't a complete noob and leave the blade protectors on. These should last us another 1,000 or 2 or 3 or 10 miles. We're good to go.
Did we turn the heater off?
Nope.
Oh, whoops. Well, Trinity's been toasty.
We would take you to the Guadalupes, but there's literally only one trail that they allow dogs, and it's all the way on the other side of the mountain, and you've already walked it. We did that a couple years ago. I know you want to go again, but we're going to sand dunes, and they don't like dogs there. Shh, don't tell anybody.
The first time we crossed off Guadalupe Mountains National Park, we were also staying over on the east side of the park so that we could hit up Carlsbad Caverns, but we hiked to the top of Texas.
Guadalupe Peak.
It was such a fun hike. It was a hard hike,
It was.
but you get to look down on El Capitan, which is just, it looks like the state of Michigan. It's kind of funny, but that was like a huge highlight and a big hike. If you're up for it, definitely do it.
And do not confuse El Capitan of Texas with El Capitan of
Of Yosemite.
Two
Yeah, that's true.
very different features.
That's true.
We actually came back to Guadalupe Mountain National Park right after gate guarding. So it was the very first stop. We were in near Pecos. We drove up. It was our boondocking. We're like, oh my goodness, we're not gate guarding now. Now what do we do? And we did a video there about how to make money from the road. We hiked McKittrick Canyon. We hiked Devil's Hall. I don't really remember a lot about it other than the fact that it was really windy and really cold.
Welcome to Del City.
And I was not wrong when we drove in earlier and I said city, I think, is doing a lot of work.
There's not much.
On your left, you have the Dell Telephone Company. We've got a water tower coming up here. Here's a 24-hour gas station. They only accept MasterCard at the moment, which almost was a problem for us, but turns out our debit card's a
Fire
MasterCard.
station, so if you have a fire,
Yep. We got a fire
you're
station.
good.
Hopefully they're not bringing that engine out to your fire. We've got the Trail West Park right here.
Oh, see, it does have a park.
It used to have like an old town feeling there. I don't know if there's anything open. Down one of these dirt roads, anything off the main road.
It's down that road.
Oh, it's right
is
there.
the grocery.
Yep, there's the grocery store right by the water tower. And anything that is not on one of these two main roads that goes through town is immediately dirt roads.
And that's pretty much town.
That's the town. If you blink, you miss it. No shade on the town. It is a small town. Like I said, I just feel like city is doing a lot of work in the name.
Maybe it used to be one of those flourishing towns, but it's not quite a ghost town. So maybe it was actually a city back in the day. I don't know. I should have probably done some history research on that. Well, at least Del City has their own little,
They've got their
like, mound thing with DC on it. They've got a great view though. In my Notion travel planner, I keep a list of all the destinations, all the campgrounds we stay at. Like, that's how I keep everything organized. And I also have a little activity section. And so when we were here the last couple of times, like, I had made a list of everything that I thought was interesting to do. And we couldn't get all of them done the first time. That's why we come back to places. And Salt Basin Dunes was the only activity that was left. We had seen
From
it
the mountaintop.
and it looked pretty cool, but it was like an hour and a half from where we were, and it didn't seem to be like worth it to drive that far. So we were excited when we found this campground that was 30-ish minutes away. But I feel like in my head, I have hyped this
built it
up to like, this is amazing. This is like white sands. And I don't know, I could be pleasantly surprised at how cool it looks, but
we don't know.
we don't know.
We're going in blind.
We're going in so that I can check this off my activity list.
Good luck getting smooth B-roll.
Oh my goodness.
This road, according to Google, said you need a high clearance vehicle to do. I don't know today that that's the case. Like, I think you could get in here with a normal car. Now, if you have a Honda Civic that you've lowered down for street racing, yeah, you're not going to take that down this road. Another thing it noted, though, was that if they've just had a bunch of rain, you're going to want a four-wheel drive or probably not come through here. And I can totally see that because this looks like the type of sandy dirt that if it starts absorbing water, it's going to get slick and sinky pretty quick. So I have a hunch that this road
Oh my goodness.
is constantly changing in how deep the potholes are and that sort of thing. And it's 7 miles of this.
You guys, I am throwing shade at that SUV. Why is he parked like that
He's making
when
it,
there is all the spots? Make it make sense.
he's making it impossible for people to park in those spots if they're out here in a truck because they're not going to have room to back out or shimmy in. It's a choice. And what I said about the not necessarily needing a high clearance vehicle, yeah, scratch that. I see no dunes.
Where's the Salt Basin dunes?
They're on the other side of the hump. Is that the technical term? We got humps and then dunes beyond them. So we're gonna have to walk a mile to right here where they say dunes entrance. It looks like we kind of walked beside it.
Okay,
So it looks like we're in for a 2-mile hike.
that's fine.
Yep, let's do it.
I see them. They're a little bit smaller than I thought, but we're still a little far away.
I'm not sure if they're small or just far away, like you said, because that could be deceiving. Those could be like 20 feet tall.
That is true.
Now, they are not great sand dunes in Colorado.
Or the White Sands National Park, and I was reading that here you cannot do the sledding that they allow you to do at Great Sand Dunes and White Sands because there's endangered plants that are on these salt flats, and so they just want to make sure that they protect them.
It's a little mitten.
Okay. Hi, little beetle.
I think it's a dung beetle.
He doesn't have any poop.
He's looking for it. If we could have brought our dog, we could have gotten you some.
Thorny bush, thorny bush. Ooh, lots of thorns. I feel like we're just finding random things out here because we're like, when do we get to the Salt Basin dunes?
Yeah, it's a lot more like the grasslands of Pawnee Buttes and stuff like that than dunes at the moment. A few cacti.
I did not realize that it was gonna be a hike to get out here. Not that that would have swayed me and I would have not done it, but I just want the payoff.
A bit of a fork in the road. We could keep going straight, or there's I don't know if it's official or unofficial, but there's a path here that seems to like go up to the dunes.
Yeah, I say the path that takes us up to the dunes
Okay.
quicker.
Let's give it a shot. Let's see where it takes us.
I can definitely see why you would not want to go sledding on those.
Yeah, you wouldn't get very far. You'd go 4 feet and run into a tumbleweed or a palm frond or a thorn bush. Like, you've got obstacles.
I'm starting to think this was not a sanctioned trail. There are footprints, but are we allowed to go through them? Because if they don't want us to sled down them,
Well, I feel like if they're being specific and saying don't sled, that you're allowed to walk.
but there's also a sign somewhere that said don't bust the crust. Don't see any crust yet.
Are you crust busting?
Maybe, I hope not.
We're following other feet prints.
Feet prints.
Feet prints. So I don't know if these are tumbleweeds, but we keep seeing this stuff just go in the air and it blows both directions. It'll go up and then boomerang back down. Are you getting it, Kaylin?
Yeah, I saw some.
It is so weird. We have to investigate. We have to figure out what this is. It could be tumbleweed, but it looks too light. Like, part of me is wondering if it's trash.
So here's what I'm thinking, and I hope I'm not crust busting over here. I might get in trouble. But do you see caught in this, I think it's a yucca?
Yeah, that's a tumbleweed.
Yeah, so I think it's these.
Okay, let it go in the wind. See if it blows.
Is this like the Chinese lanterns?
Yes,
they
just
just
don't
let
light
it
it on fire. That was very anticlimactic. We are entertained by the smallest things. That is 100% true. This one's trying to break free. I'm just gonna get it where it has a chance to go.
This is like poor man's sports.
Come
we
on.
don't have a kite, so
Where's
we
the
use
wind?
tumbleweeds. Nope, it's a bust. We're following the other footprints. We're gonna see if we can get over to some dunes that don't have as much plant life on it. This is not what I expected. It still looks really cool. I thought it was gonna be more White Sands-ish because I saw people's photos and they must be taking them over near some dunes without all the plants. Because right now it's sandy, but covered in plants. It almost looks a little bit like the dunes in Florida, the Florida
Oh yeah,
beaches.
like the ones that protect the beaches from hurricanes and all that stuff.
That's what it looks like. I did not expect it to be this hot out here. I am about ready to take this sweater off and I'm really glad I didn't bring my coat. Make sure you have sunglasses if you visit, if you put on sunscreen. But we've made it to the area where there is less vegetation. There's still a ton, but there's more openings. And then this stuff is really quite sandy now. And it's made of gypsum sand, which if you've never heard of gypsum, they actually use it to make drywall. There's also salt in here too, which is why it's called Salt Basin Dunes, and I bet, should I try it?
Oh boy.
Should I try
You
it?
should try it.
Ooh, yep. That tastes like the ocean.
Which makes sense because this all used to be underwater. In fact, on the other side of the mountains, by our boondocking spot when we were here last time, there are some gypsum caves, which is the same material, but it was carved out by water going through and underneath. If you are a little claustrophobic, maybe don't go watch that video, but if you're not claustrophobic, you should go check it out.
I'm just sitting here looking at everything, and it's an interesting juxtaposition that I'm thinking about, because if this was easily accessible, maybe it would be like worth it to come see. I don't know if it's worth it to drive all that mileage down a crazy bumpy dirt road.
And then walk a mile.
And then walk a mile to get to the dunes, and then walk a mile to get further into the dunes. But it's also so remote that not a lot of people come here. So that's also what makes it cool. This is where my brain goes.
It's true, because if you think about it, if you are at White Sands or Great Sand Dunes or something like that, you're surrounded by people and you're struggling to find that spot where you can get a picture of yourself like with unspoiled sand behind you and that sort of thing. Here you have all the plant life, the vegetation. It might not be as like picturesque, but there is something about being the only people here, other than whoever it was that left the footprints before us, that is just admiring this whole space on our own.
I appreciate you adding to the contemplation, but all I can look at is this dead yucca coming out of your head. I'm sorry I ruined the moment.
You want to go for a run? Let me get your leash. Let me get your leash. You ready, Trin? Let's go. Off leashes this way.
Let's go this way. Come on. Hey, you're free. Didn't even miss a beat.
Hope she comes back. Let's try it here really quick. Trinity, come.
Trinity, come.
Woo!
Yes, good girl.
Good girl, sit. Yes, good girl. And she's gone. Do you want peanut butter or beef? Trinity, come. Come, girl.
There, now she listened.
Good girl.
One of the things I was worried about when we got to full hookups, not the first day, but maybe like the second or third day, is would I regret that we broke our streak? Because 107 days.
I don't know that we're ever gonna do 107 days again, and it's one of those things where it's like once you break it, but what's the answer? Do you regret it?
No. I am so happy that we made this decision. It has been so nice this week to I think I've taken 4 showers already in the span of a week.
Yeah.
It felt so good.
I think our typical like path for boondocking is we boondock for like 2, 3, 4 weeks, and then we kind of have a reset week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever do the 107 again.
I don't know if we'll ever go that long.
That.
And if you liked this video and you haven't subscribed yet, please go click that little red button for us so that you can come back next week. It's gonna be a travel day for us, and we are tackling your most asked questions. We put a call out on Facebook, Instagram, and our YouTube community tab. What do you wanna know about getting into RV life? Maybe you're new to full-time RV life, or you wanna do it, but you're kind of afraid. You have some concerns about things. We're gonna answer all those questions next week. We'll see you Friday. She doesn't think you exist anymore.
She doesn't. Trinity, come on, girl.
Maybe come back next week to see if we still have a dog.
Come on. Here, I'll pull out the trick. Woo, let's go.
Yep, that'll do it. That'll activate it.
Come on, girl. Good girl, sit.